Apple has done it again. We found a new paired part on the 15 Pro Max, and this is different than any other model in the past. So while I was browsing YouTube after I did my live stream of tearing these phones down, I came across Phone Repair Guru, who discovered that when you replace the front camera, it stops working. So this is front camera of this motherboard, and I currently have this front camera on this phone. So it has the incorrect front camera. So one of the things with these phones is that when you replace the front camera, there's multiple sensors on here that are for Face ID. So we do know that we lose Face ID. There's nothing new. It's unfortunate, but we're already used to this issue. So you can see here, there's a Face ID issue detected. And if you try to set it up, Face ID will not work. It just says unavailable. Look, the camera works. But let me show you the issue. I didn't realize this was an issue until I came across that video. So the rear camera works fine. I can take a picture, no problems. So far, this is all working. But when you go to the front camera, it looks like it's working. You can see me and everything, but if you click the shutter, nothing happens. You can still see the old photo there from the rear camera. Front camera still seems to be working, but it doesn't work. If I swipe to portrait mode, it will freeze, and sometimes it takes a picture, but that is after it had frozen for a little bit. So I'm back to photo mode. I'm gonna click photo, and the camera still keeps working, but nothing happens. If you swipe, it does freeze a little bit. Now if you do it fast enough, it does take the photo. It looks like it is. If you do it, take a picture and then swipe, looks like it's not working. Yeah, see now, if you click it twice, now the app is completely frozen. Well, not completely, some of it's frozen. So I can't take a picture, I can't change cameras. But what you can do here is close the app, reopen it, and we're back to square one. So the rear camera still keeps working. Switch it back. You try to take a picture, it doesn't work. You swipe. If you get lucky, it will take a picture. Actually, right there, it did take a picture. So it does take pictures, just not always. Also, another thing is if you put it in selfie video mode, it looks like it's recording. So you can even see the timer here. It's going down. Camera, everything seems to be working. I click stop, and it looks like it recorded something. But when you open up the file, it's blank. Like literally nothing shows up. There's no sound either. And it actually doesn't actually play anything. So take a look at that. So just based on the behavior, it kind of seems like it's a bug in the software. Like I do remember, I think it was a year or two ago when we replaced the screen, Face ID stopped working and then Apple fixed it. That seemed more like a bug than by design, but this is really weird. One thing is, this is after a restore. So when you do replace the front camera on a lot of the newer iPhones, you do have to update it or restore it to get it to work. Now this, I had already restored to even get any image. Let's take a look at what that looks like on a phone that does not have a restored phone with a new camera. And just a quick warning, as of right now, September 27th, 2023, 3U Tools does not work to try to restore an iPhone 15 Pro Max. It will fail, so just keep that in mind. Use iTunes whenever possible. So this is what you'll see if you try to restore an iPhone on 3U Tools. It actually happened really fast. So it got about halfway. It aired out with one. And this is a fully functional phone. I haven't done any work to it. So it should work. Now, when you do this on iTunes, it'll go through and no issues. So just keep that in mind. This is also true with an update. So if you're trying to do an update to troubleshoot a board issue, do not update it on 3U Tools. You're gonna lose the data that way. And just for clarity, I do have this running on the latest iOS that's available as of today, 17.0.2, and that is what this phone is running. So this is as of this version, so who knows, maybe on a later version it'll be fixed, so keep that in mind. So this phone has not been restored after the front camera was replaced, and you can see the rear camera works fine, but if you flip it over, this is what you'll see if you just swap it without doing anything. It'll just freeze and essentially nothing will happen. You can switch back, it'll basically stay frozen. I'm not sure how to get it out of this other than closing the app, reopening it. There you go, rear camera's back. So when you get to this state, you restore it, or you can update it as well. And then you will get like this, where the front camera does load, but it doesn't take pictures. It just freezes. I did notice when I try to swipe away the app, I took a picture. So if you try to take a picture with the flash on, take it, click it twice, and then when you swipe it away, it'll take the picture. So it does seem like it's a bug with the software. Hopefully Apple fixes it. Like I said, these are two 15 Pro Max. They both do the exact same thing. Plus, Phone Repair Guru saw the same behavior on his video. So definitely not just a one-off. Let me know what you guys think. Was this Apple's intentional doing, or it's just a bug and they'll fix it later? I don't know. I definitely feel like it's a bug. I haven't seen this before on other models. Now other models do have this behavior where it won't load the front camera, but after a restore or an update, it fixes it and it takes pictures and everything works. It just, when you restore it, I haven't seen it not actually take pictures. So one reason why this is really important that the front camera works when you replace it is currently, if you want to fix something that only Apple can do it, you know, you can go to the Apple store, they're gonna charge you a lot. Or now they have the self-repair store, which if you wanna buy the front camera and be able to calibrate it through Apple, you're looking around $289. Technically $287 if you just want the camera and the screws. That's the cheapest option here. And this is for the 14 Pro Max. I'm sure the 15 Pro Max will either be the same or more. So $287 you pay up front, and then when you send back the original, you get a credit of $77-ish. So total price at the end is $209.25. And then you have to, once you install it, you have to contact Apple's tech support here on the bottom, the live chat, and then put in diagnostics mode, and then deal with them to remotely calibrate the camera so then it works. In previous models, you can just replace the front camera. Yes, you'll lose Face ID, but at least you get the front camera working. You might need to restore it. You know, that's minor. But now the front camera doesn't work at all. You have to go through Apple to get this working. So this is why it's very important that we figure out why this doesn't work, and hopefully Apple fixes it. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Let me know what else you guys want me to test or look out for, and I'll make a video on that. So thanks everyone for watching. Check out the links down below. I'll see you guys in the next one.